Well, I'm going to show you how to brush your teeth with pumice stone to get your teeth white as white and no plaque whatsoever on your teeth. This will work on your teeth, but it won't get underneath your gums. It'll make your teeth shine. It'll get all the plaque off, and you'll be good to go. So here's the pumice stone. That's what it looks like when you buy it. It's a little stone, like a little square rectangular thing. And this is the information on the back. And then what you need is scissors and a stocking. So what you do is you cut the stocking off. Oops, I missed it. Here's your stocking. Stocking, you cut it in half. And then what you do is you take it, the stocking, and you wrap it around your finger. You wrap it around your finger like this. And in a minute I'm going to show you how to do it. But then you take the pumice stone over here and you dab it. You wet this a little bit, dab it. And then what you do is you, and I guess I'll have to show you in a little bit how it flips over. But I'm going to try to do the best I can here. Okay, and here's the pumice stone. What I've done is I took the pumice stone. I took the and put pumice stone in this tube. So in there it's got pumice stone plus it's got the toothpaste in it. And then actually you have the you got your flosser and you got your toothpaste. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and instead I'm going to shut it off and I'm going to go over to the other pumice stone and the toothpaste on your toothbrush, and you just brush as usual. Then what you do is you floss, and you always make sure that you leave the toothpaste and your pumice stone in your mouth when you're flossing. Okay, when you do that, you rinse out. So what you do is after you, before or after you use your toothbrush and you brush your teeth with pumice stone, you can take like a piece of cloth, or what I do is I use a sock. And so what you do is you take your sock, and here it is. You take it and you wrap it around your finger like that. And you take it and wrap it around your finger. So there you go. So then you take a teaspoonful of half a teaspoonful of pumice stone in a little container, and you dip it down into the pumice stone. similar to this. You take it, tap it, and it gets on. As you can see, it gets on it. But especially when it's wet. Let me wet it a little bit. And then you take your finger, and you go like this, and you rub it right along the gum line, and all over the teeth. And then you make sure you got lots of pumice stone. You dip it back in 2 or 3 times, and you just keep doing it. And then what you do is you take it off your right finger, and you take it and you wrap it up again, and do the same thing. Put some water on it, dip it down into the pumice stone, and you go all over your teeth just like that. Now with this sock rather, and the pumice stone, it really does a good job. Even better than the toothbrush brushing it, because somehow or another the pumice stone stays in there and it really cleans it up good. So you can brush them this way. Maybe you could brush it this way once, and the other way the second, or whichever routine you'd like to come up with. This is good, and the combination of pumice stone and toothpaste is good, or you could just wet your toothbrush and dip it into the pumice stone without any toothpaste and brush your teeth. But this will, and the pumice stone and the toothpaste, it'll make your teeth, you can have the dirtiest teeth in the world, and a couple times your teeth will be clean, shining, absolutely shining like pearls. So there you go. And then I'm going to shut it off, and I'll turn it right back on, because I'm going to hook up the undergum cleaner. So then you take the undergum cleaner, and here's the valve. You turn it on and off. You can adjust the pressure here, and then the compressor, you can adjust the pressure there. You can go in like 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds, 60, 70, 80 pounds, whatever you like. And here you can if you turn it all the way on, you get all the pressure. If you just turn it a little bit, you get a little pressure. So here you go. I'm going to show you how to do it. And this is it. This is what cleans under your gums. You can brush your teeth like a minute ago with pumice stone, and it really works good. It keeps your teeth clean, but it's not going to save your life. This is it. You got to get the food out from under your gums. This is the whole thing. No food. No bacteria eating the food, no bacteria pooping, no poop, and it doesn't rot your teeth out, and it doesn't make your gums swollen up, and it doesn't go down into your body and kill you with cancer, makes people go crazy, heart attacks, sugar diabetes, hip transplants, knee transplants, and all the other stuff that happens because of gum disease related diseases. So here we go. So what you do is you just take it and guide it up. Okay, I'm going to show you how the gum cleaner works. This is where the material comes out, and this is the on and off valve, and you can adjust this different pressures, and then the compressor has a regulator on it, and you can take it like 50, 60, 70 pounds, whatever you want. And so I'm going to show you how it works. Okay, that's about it. See, another thing, when you can turn it here. Let's see, you can turn it here, and so as you're going, you can turn it up, turn it down. You can go all around your teeth. And this is the on and off valve. So this is it. It blows all that food out from under your gums. And if there's no there's no bacteria eating the food, and there's the bacteria isn't eating, so it's not producing lactic acid, poop, and so therefore your teeth doesn't rot out. And then therefore another thing is your gums don't get swollen up, and the bacteria doesn't go down into your body and cause you cancers, heart attacks, kidney failure, liver failure, bladder infections, you name it. Makes people go crazy, just everything. So this is the whole thing right here. You gotta, first of all, you gotta make sure that you don't have any bad teeth in your mouth. All the loose teeth, you pull them out, because that means there's no bone holding your teeth in. But if it's good and solid, so you don't pull it. And then if you don't pull it, you make sure that there isn't any cavities in it. If there's cavities in it, it'll just keep rotting and rot out, and it'll make you sick again. So you want to get sick again. So you got to make sure that the teeth that you save is cavity free. And then you just keep, once you take the clindamycin and you get all that kill all that bacteria in your body, and you just brush your teeth with Pumice stone, and you use the under the gum cleaner, and you're good to go. And you'll live a long time, and you won't get all the gum disease related diseases, cancer and heart attacks and hip transplants and knee transplants and sugar diabetes and all the other stuff that happens to people that have gum disease. See, gum disease, finally, they rot all your teeth, makes you sick, and it finally kills you if you don't get it cured. And see, the dentists, what they want to do is they want to treat it. So you have gum disease, and they don't cure it. So as your teeth rot out, if you got a tooth that's rotting out, well, they'll give you root canal, crowns, and all that, and you're good to go again. Until a month or two, a year later, you got more teeth that's rotten out. So they'll fix those, and then several years later, they'll fix those, and it's on and on situation. But if you cure it, again, no food under your gums, no bacteria eating the food, the bacteria isn't pooping lactic acid, and so therefore no acid, you don't have any rotting teeth. And if you don't have that rotten acid to make your gums swell up and let the bacteria go into your body, you're good to go. You're not going to get the cancers and all the other stuff that's along with it. So this under the gum root cleaner is the way to keep you alive and well. This is it. You got to keep that food from under your gums. So there it is. And so underneath the video here, I'm going to tell you where you can buy it. You send me an email, and I'll send you back a PayPal invoice. You pay the invoice, PayPal will pay me the money, and I'll send it to you. Send it under the gum cleaner. And this will be the best buy of your life, because you won't be going to the dentist's office. You won't be in the doctor's office him telling you you have cancer and stuff. And so I'm just going to sell you this under the root cleaner, and so you can see that it really works good. So if you believe it, send me an invoice. But as far as guaranteeing it, I'm not going to guarantee it. You can see it works. I'm telling you it works. I know it works. It worked on me. And you can see my gums and my teeth. See, on the top, that's where I lost all my teeth when I had gum disease. As soon as I took clindamycin, all my teeth stopped coming out, and my gums turned pink. And I've been using this, and so they're staying pink and nice and clean, and I'm really feeling pretty good. And I don't take any medicine and all that other stuff. So it's up to you. If you want to live This is going to make you live right here. It's going to clean your gums. And another thing, when if you go to the dentist and you get a full mouth deep root cleaning, well, see, they'll do it for you and they'll charge you $400, $500, $600, $700, $800 to do it, but they don't do a good job. So, you know, if you don't do a good job under the gum cleaner and you don't get all that bacteria out of there, it's not going to do you any good. It's like throwing your money out the tube. But you buy this, and it's going to take all that food out from under your gum every time. And so there it is. Send me an invoice and save your life. Okay, there's another thing about it, is when you first start out with the under the gum cleaner, like I said, you can adjust the pressure on the compressor with the pressure regulator. You can go from 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 pounds, whatever you want. And then when you turn it on and off, when you're turning it on and off to use it, you can turn it a little bit and it will give you even regulate the pressure here too. But when you first start out, and if you really got some really bad gums, I would say to use, start out maybe 20, 30 pounds at first. And as you take the clindamycin, your gums will start healing up, and then you can give it more pressure. But at first, I would say for the first week or so, or week or two, I would say go at a lower pressure and then bring the pressure on up. So whatever feels good to you. And me, I generally have, as you can see, it's flying all over the place. And I would say I use it about 50, 60, 70 pounds. But when you adjust on the pressure regulator on the compressor, you got to make sure that you play with it a little bit and make sure that it doesn't go too high, because the compressor goes up to 100 pounds, and the stainless steel container, the pop-off valve will pop off at about 80 pounds. So I would say, 60, 70 pounds would be enough. 80 pounds would be pretty good after your gums healed up and they're nice and pink again. And then you only need to use it maybe every 3 or 4 days after your gums get healed up. You really don't have to use this every time you brush your teeth. Maybe every 3 or 4 or 5 times or whatever that, because you're not going to, once your gums heal up and they get tight again, they're not going to let so much food get in, and so all you have to do is just use this occasionally to get the food out. But when you first start out, no doubt your gums are loaded with food and stuff, so you need to use it every time you brush your teeth for a while until your gums turn pink and until there's no swelling anymore, and then you'll be good to go to use this just every 3 or 4 or 5 days, whatever feels good to you. So there you go. I'm going to shut this off, and I'll add it to the other videos. Okay, another thing, when you're filling the stainless steel container up, it's a 1 gallon container. So you put about 3 quarts of solution in there. And so what you do, now here's a bottle of ground up Pumice stone. This is what it looks like when you buy it, and this is what it looks like when you put it into the solution. So it's got to be really ground up really good so it can go through the orifice in the end of the deep root cleaner. So this is really ground up really good. So what you do is you put in, and you can adjust this to whatever you want, but for 3 quarts, I would say maybe 2 teaspoons full of the pumice stone. And then you put a little peroxide in it, and the rest water, and you're good to go. And so another thing, if the orifice should get plugged up, all you got to do is unscrew the orifice and put it down like that, and turn the valve on and blow it out. Or there's a small wire that I'm going to send with the deep root cleaner. So what you do is you take this little orifice and you take the wire and shoot it through this little hole, and it will unplug it. And then what you do is you just take it back up, turn it, just screw it back on, not too tight, just up snug, and you're good to go. And that way you'll have the right solution. And but like I say, you could put maybe 3 or 1, And then not only that, what you got to do, you got to put just a little bit of dishwater soap, maybe 3 or 4 drops in the 3 quarts, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 drops of dishwater soap, and that helps the pumice stone stay into the solution. And not only that, as you're cleaning it, you reach over and you shake the stainless steel container, and that even helps the pumice stone to stay in the solution even more. Because every time you shake it, it gets the pumice stone solution into the solution, and therefore, when it comes out of here, you'll have pumice stone, you'll have water, and you'll have the peroxide coming out at a pretty even rate as far as from the beginning. But you got to shake it a little bit to keep the pumice stone in the solution. But if you don't, the pumice stone will drop to the bottom, and you don't get as much pumice stone through the orifice of the under the gum cleaner. So there you go.